You know, Kamala Harris spent a lot of money on losing the presidential race last year. $1.5 billion to lose. What a tremendous and hilarious waste of money. But when she was spending all of that cash, she was dumping it, much of it, directly into the coffers of Democrat celebrities. Surprise, surprise. And the Washington Free Beacon has a brand new report on the subject, which just tickles me to death, that LeBron James had said that endorsing Kamala Harris was a, quote, personal decision for my kids. But the Free Beacon has discovered new disclosures show that Kamala Harris's campaign quietly paid LeBron's production company $50,000 after the post, where LeBron declared, I'm endorsing her, I'm doing it for my kids. No, he was doing it for $50,000 is why he did it, that he took from the Kamala Harris campaign. And that was just one check, the Free Beacon explains. They also dug through all of the finances of the Kamala campaign, and they found that Kamala gave $1 million to Oprah's company in exchange for that. Remember how that ridiculous sit-down interview that they did where Oprah sits in the middle and then says, you're so great. And then she would throw to like different people in the crowd and they would go, you're so great. And they all just did that for, I don't know how long. It was like an hour of just miserable content. And that apparently cost $1 million to get that out of Oprah. Also, $165,000 to Beyonce's team. They got Beyonce in for $165K. They got a 4-minute rally speech out of Beyonce. Do you remember the stunts that they had with Beyonce during the campaign? Oh, she's going to be at the DNC. Oh, she's going to perform. It's going to be the end of it. None of that happened. And then they finally get her on a stage in Texas where she goes out, she says hello to the crowd, and 4 minutes later, she leaves. And then the crowd, which had expected a performance, they left too. The crowd started heading for the exits because there was no Beyonce performance. Hilarious. Also, Kamala's campaign dumped $58,000 to Cardi B, who at the time claimed that she wasn't paid at all. They also gave $500,000 to MSNBC host Al Sharpton's nonprofit. That's the blackmail operation. You either pay Al Sharpton or he calls you a racist. So Kamala said, I'll pay $500,000. That was weeks before she appeared on MSNBC. Oh, is that a conflict? Anybody? Any problem there with an MSNBC host taking $500,000 from a guest in order to appear on the network? Yeah, that's fine. Al Sharpton will not be held accountable for that. Or else he'll call MSNBC racist. $35,000 to Jennifer Garner for event production and travel, and another $100,000 to the Obamas and their shell company for campaign appearances. Obama, who refused to endorse Kamala Harris, remember at the outset, instead wanted an open primary so that Democrats could battle it out because Barack Obama knew how terrible of a candidate she was. And so how did Kamala earn Barack's favor? Oh, by paying him and Michelle $100,000 for their campaign appearances. So excellent work again by the Washington Free Beacon as they dig in here on all of this money that flowed through the Kamala Harris campaign into the left. The left is a gigantic money laundering operation, isn't it? Everything, and it's not just their own money, it's your money oftentimes. What do you think USAID is? USAID has been a gigantic money laundering operation, mostly for the left. Now, there have been Republicans who have gotten in on the action, but mostly this is for Democrats to launder taxpayer money to their pet projects and their friends and to get fancy dinners out of it, all at your expense, while introducing a lot more chaos to the planet. So that's what's actually been going on. So, again, a great report from the Washington Free Beacon